Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 11 of The Savage Tide. Happy New Year to everyone. Hi. For if you're just tuning in for the very first time, don't worry. I'm Eric. I'm your dungeon master and your host today. Your tour guide on this lovely journey of death and destruction through Sassarin. And with us are three of our four group here. Let's just go around and see how everyone's doing and doing stuff. So, Katie, take it away.
Yeah, I'm Katie. I use she, her pronouns. So does my character Finian Cragwolf, who is a knowledge cleric. And my inspiration thingy is solve a problem through knowledge and understanding instead of through force.
Hey, yeah, and I am Pro Starter. Character is he, him pronouns. I play Daquan Blacksail, the pirate storm sorcerer, and my inspirational tag for today is totally over embellish a story because you can't help it. That's gonna help today.
That's definitely going to happen. And hello, I'm Kelsa. I use she, her pronouns, but my character Bashko is Guy, and he uses he, him pronouns. And as a half-work barbarian, his inspirational phrase for the day is, use your size, physical might, or reputation in a fearsome manner. That's completely exactly opposite of Finian, and that's pretty normal, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get mine today.
So if you're wondering what the hell we were talking about, real quick, so we use a special inspiration mechanic in this game. Every session, players roll a d6, and they have a little table of different like phrases or like actions they have to do. And that's what you were hearing, and that's how you get inspiration. So everyone starts with inspiration, but if you want to recover it, you do the thing, you do the prompt, and then you get it back. Just a way to keep it a little bit more in tune and how do you actually get inspiration? Okay, so let's get ready to play. So where we last left our heroes, it was a cliffhanger. Our the party was doing some downtime in the city. We just rescued Lavinia Vanderborn, who is a noble of Sassarin. And sort of like for all the good deeds that the party was doing, they were invited to the Dawn Council, which is sort of the ruling council of Sassarin, in order to receive an award called the Spire of Sassarin. It's sort of like the, like not like a keys of the city kind of thing, but it's still like a nice little badge. And if you wore it around, people would be like, oh, you're an important person. Rather than this going off totally fine and just accepting what's going on, Josh's sorcerer Daquan yelled "J'accuse" at another noble who was here, a noble that we've been following around, a noble who is inexorably linked to the Thieves Guild, who's currently betrothed to another noble here. Basically forcing their hand to see what's going to happen, accusing them of being guilty. Because, you can't be part of a thieves guild and a noble at the same time, right? So...
I mean, you can, but you're also still guilty of being part of the Thieves Guild.
Oh, that's okay, yeah. I guess that's ultimately how it is. Okay, so let's get ready to do this. Okay, so Josh, Daquan has just accused Rowan Kalani of being a member of the Thieves Guild, and there was huge amounts of gasps and uproars that you would do this, and I think Rowan will step forward when you do this, and she's going to look at you and look at the group, because everyone's kind of like waiting on pins and needles. What's she going to do when this happens? And she doesn't deny it. So she goes up and says, "You speak the truth. I am part of the Thieves Guild."
Just like I said, not just a member, but the leader of the Black Lotus Dragon?
Lotus Dragons.
The Lotus Dragons.
But that's when she shakes her head. It's like, no, not the leader.
Lies.
No.
The rest of you honorable people here, once again, I suggest we stop with this double talk. Proof that I was right, gasps, were indeed accurate. But for further truth, I still suggest we use the one we have here, a loyal cleric of Istis, one of truth and justice. I say again, Finny, use that truth spell, and I'm sure some of you here who have the arcane arts know with which I speak.
So
Finny's eyes are so big. It's like, don't pull me into this.
So Colta, Rowan's betrothed, steps forward and says, Master Blacksail, look, I don't know what's happened here, but there is something that you're not aware of. And Rowan's like nods their head, and the whole council here is kind of like looking at this. I mean, like, what I'm trying to say is that the spell may not be necessary. Rowan. And they kind of like, they look at each other, and they're sort of like this, like, is it okay to tell him? Yeah, it's okay to tell him. And say, Rowan's been undercover, the Black Lotus Dragons. She's been tracking down their head of their count of the guild, a man by the name of Vanthus Vanderborn. Isn't that right?
Funny.
And she nods, says, "Oh, at least until now, I suppose."
If this is true, then I mean,
It's not true. We met her.
We did, but if she's under, I can just cast the spell and we'll see.
Better to be safe.
Very well.
If all is true, all our cards are on the table.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, if a spell is what you need, then so be it.
It's the least I can say.
okay, she's gonna cast Zone of Truth. Oh God.
Fail.
So she can make a charisma saving throw, but I know whether she succeeds or fails, and she can avoid answering questions like if she wants to.
Okay.
As long as it remains.
To purposely
She can
fail
choose
if
to
she
fail
wants
it.
to.
Yeah.
So I would say, as Sweeney's about to cast a spell, you have no reason to resist such an ability, would you, Miss Rowan? Like, I'm just like glaring at her.
No. If Istis wants to look at us and judge what is true, then so be it. And yeah, she will voluntarily fail. So I have nothing to hide.
Okay. So, given the meeting that we had at dinner and her sketchy love that I kind of guessed that, I guess, I'm going to say, I'm going to look at Vinny and I'm going to be like, good job. And I'm going to look at Rowan and I'm going to say, now, so there's no mis-talking. I would like you to answer a simple yes or no to my answers.
Okay.
A simple question, one we all know will be true, and something I witnessed just yesterday. And I looked to the man who walked forward.
Cool.
Is it true you love this man?
Yes.
That true?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
So like,
Is
hold
it-
on. So like, what this looks like is, I think there is like this long pause, right? And there's a sort of like that pin drop, right? Where like she's looking at her, and by the way, so like the ritual, I imagine there's a lot of like thread around, like it's like an interwoven sort of like knit circle here, and so like they kind of like move some things around for you to do this, and everyone's just like, I can't believe you're doing this, but like this is important, and people were like, oh, here's a question. somebody would have spoken up to get the guard. Like, should there have been like the watch brought in here to watch this or anything, or is this going to be like an internal kind of thing and keeping it in the council? The council would probably advise to keep it internal.
I wouldn't suggest otherwise. Right?
I can stand guard.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we need a guard.
Okay.
What'll look intimidating.
Right. Because it's not going to be like,
Finny,
take them away, boys, kind of thing. Okay. This is all getting handled here. Okay.
Finny casts a spell, but literally the whole time she looks nervous as hell. Like, she's not liking this.
I think
Daquan's in its element.
I love it. I love it because when you're like nervously doing this spell, right? Like Rowan's sitting there very confidently, like, you know, hands to the side, like, you know, just waiting and being like, you have nothing to fear. You have the goddess of fate on your side.
Yeah. She just casts a spell and the threads come out everywhere in like this 15-foot
Cool
circle.
motive, still murder.
Still cool motive, still murder.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So there's this pause, right? There's this pause that goes on, and then she just confidently looks at Kolda when she answers your question rather than looking at you, and goes, "Yes."
See, simple truth. Kind of like compose myself from that. Okay. Are you or have you ever been the leader of the Black Lotus? Yes or no?
The leader of the Black Lotus.
Now, or have you ever been?
Also, yes.
Is this because you were undercover, or because that was your? No. Oh, I can't give it two options. Was this because you were undercover?
No.
I look towards everyone in the room.
And she says, I was like, but I'd be happy to explain.
In due time. Has Fanfest taken control of the Black Lotus?
I don't know.
Yes or no?
That she honestly, she doesn't.
Oh, she doesn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
So I mean, she would explain it a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
She was like, I don't know. There was some sort of accident or something. Rumors are coming in, and they look at Korik, who's here in the room, and they say, something happened at Kraken's Cove. I don't know if he is in charge or not. Seems like he got away.
The Lotus Dragons. Sorry. He did.
Yeah.
Are you undercover to further your own goals?
That's not the only reason, but ambition is not illegal.
Have you murdered anyone in the guise of the leader of the Black Lotus, of the Lotus Dragons? I don't want to keep calling Black Lotus. Lotus Dragons.
Yes, I've had to. Yes, I've killed members of the Lotus Dragons. Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking if she's killed anyone.
Oh, like
as
innocents or
leader.
something like that?
Yeah, just anyone, right? Like, ordered a hit, or if she's killed anyone to like prove her, her worth.
Oh yeah. Anyone I killed was a member of the guild. I've personally never killed anyone outside of it, which I cannot say the same for the leader of the Lotus Dragons, for Vanthus.
But didn't you just say you didn't know if he was the leader Now you're proclaiming that he is.
Well, that's not. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. So, would a zone of truth like she doesn't? Okay. She truthfully doesn't know. So when I'm speaking, she truthfully doesn't know if he's still alive, but she believes that he is. So that's not
a creature. A creature can evade the answers, but it has to remain truthful.
Yeah, she's
So
this
you
is
can-
like this is like an so there's the problem with the spell. It's like it's epistemological. Like she believes that this is true. Like to the best of her knowledge,
truth.
she believes this is true, right?
Mhm.
And she's
Yeah,
not-
it just
she's not-
has to be
he's a-
their truth. Yeah.
As long as he is alive, he's the leader in her mind,
Yeah.
basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Kelsa. That's well said. That's exactly what she believes. So that's what's going on.
Okay.
She looks, and which when she says that she looks at Lavinia.
I'm trying to remember our past like events and what's happening with that. Have you sent? Sorry, go on.
No, she's like, she looks at Lavinia and says like, I can't stress how dangerous Mantis is. He's a man that needs to be brought to justice.
Trust me, she knows.
Colta's trying to get the rest of the guild, she's like answering these questions, but so far there's been nothing that's like super alarming here, right? Like, yeah, she had she had to get deep in the guild. She's had to make an example of people, but she hasn't killed anyone outside of the guild.
But she did say that she was a leader, not because it was to be undercover, but because she was the leader.
Right.
And it is a large criminal organization that has murdered.
Well, she's ambitious. If she can bring down the guild, it's like, maybe to expand that answer a little bit, she would, for her defense, she would probably explain a little bit, being like, ambition isn't a crime. If I can do this for this great city, perhaps, I'm just giving back to the city that I love so much.
Okay. I'm confused.
Noblesse oblige.
When she said that, when I asked her if she was the leader of Black Lotus before she said yeah, and then when I asked if it was because she was being undercover, she said yes and no. So there was like a double truth there. So it was like yes, she wanted to help, but also it was for her own ends.
Exactly, because that would bring prestige to her house and herself, right?
So
like I would ask you, Master Blacksail, you're not bound by the zone of fate here, but I'm sure everything you've done to help this city, you've been compensated for too.
If he's close to her, he's in it. It's a 15-foot sphere.
I mean, there's probably like walking around it, or you know what I mean. It's kind of like a thing. I wouldn't imagine you would step into the zone unless you wanted to.
If I can't, if I don't have to, then no.
You can make a save.
Yeah, she would challenge you to be like, if you want, you can come here and try to answer that question truthfully yourself. You would have a similar answer. An enterprising spirit is not against the law.
No, it's not. But if you're the leader of a group of people that's going around murdering, extorting, you're still in charge of these things, even if you are trying to bring them down. If you were truly trying to do such things, then perhaps you should have told someone other than your fiancé. I and my companions and many others at the docks have had to deal with very dangerous individuals who work under your supervision. So there is still a crime to be had. There are many ways to bring down a criminal organization, legal ways.
I find you are mistaken again, Master Blacksail. For we are not the only ones who know this. And if you would get the guard, I could be able to share what they know from me as well.
I look towards the people in the room. I just say, so it's not only your guard, that you're conspiring with, but also a member of the council who's only recently become a member of the council.
Can we? So I need to figure out something here, because like I'm not sure how the rest of the council feels here. So can we do some persuade checks, like between each other? And this is more about the mood of the room, and like how people are feeling about it. If they're feeling more convinced or not, or like, are you how this like back and forth duel of wits is going right now? Is it feeling?
I was
like
exactly thinking duel of wits. Let's get out
like
the cards.
is it exactly right? So the question here is like, what is the mood of the room? Are people kind of siding with you? Are people unsure? Have you brought in enough doubt here, or is her being able to explain away things as being an undercover person enough? Right.
Bajko is just standing there looking progressively angrier.
Yeah, impatient.
Yeah. Frustrated and angry and orcish and yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use my advantage on this. Inspiration.
I feel like he had to put on a shirt to go to the council meeting.
That's even more
And he
annoying.
looks very uncomfortable about it, and he occasionally just is like,
I feel like
Peeking at
Finny
it.
Finny was the one who made him put on a shirt. It was like,
oh yeah, no,
Bajka,
definitely.
Bajka, you have to look presentable.
18.
Oh no!
Okay. Yeah. So right. It's just that you haven't convinced your case enough to them.
Boo.
Right. Right. So because of this, so what's going to happen here is like, so Koltar, I think if you don't mind, Koltar's going to interject here and say like,
Yeah.
my love is speaking the truth here, Master Blacksail, Lady Cragwolf. Like, what else can we do here? Look, perhaps I can do something to help here. And he produces a small quill, and says, Rowan has recovered this from the body of my father. And he like holds it, and you can see him like he like brushes like the feather on it, and the quill is like, you can see like a little thin needle point come from the quill, and says, this was used to poison my father. By Vanthus's own hand, a confession that Rowan was able to get in writing. And Rowan's nodding along. It's like, yeah, I can produce the proof that he did this. And I can produce the proof that he's done other crimes to other nobles as well.
I don't think anyone would doubt that Vanthus is doing this, though. And I think Finny looks over at Lavinia with like a frown on her face.
Mm-hmm.
Vanthus is a bad man.
I think the rest of the group of like nobles here is very concerned, saying like, when it comes to the, I think actually, I'm gonna make sure I get his name right. The head of the council, it is not Anaphastus, Baskerhill, the Caldmore. No, sorry, one second. I have so many freaking names in this thing. It is, so you're in Castle Terracnian. Oh yeah, Lord Warren, right? The gentleman that you met in the church for Istis, in the museum or library. He steps forward.
Oh yeah, that Korik met, right?
Yeah, the Korik met. Yeah.
We didn't
Last
meet
time.
him, but Korik did.
Right, correct. He steps forward and says, "Look, Sassurin does not have a proud, holier-than-thou attitude when it comes to getting things done. But something that we all agree on as citizens, free citizens of Sassurin, is that any threat to the nobility, certain discretions can be had. When it comes to the murder of nobles, extra discretions can be had. I have not... Master Blacksail, I believe you and your companions, your heart is in the right place. But all you've done here, into my eyes, is expose an ongoing investigation.
That is all I wish to show. For I and my people here have been also investigating the Lotus Dragons and Van Fis. And the debacle at the island could have been stopped if both parties knew what was going on. And no, my lord, we don't agree. Sassorine and its people are free and should be equal. Any death should have the same weight.
That's a very, like, they've heard it before, but, like, that's not a thing you're supposed to say in front of a bunch of nobles.
I think Boschko kind of, like, squares his shoulders and stands up to his full, like, 6.5 foot of height and just, like, very sagely, like, nods, like, yeah, that's a thing.
there's a tweet. It's my favorite tweet in the world, and you just exemplified it exactly. It's fuck 'em up, Socrates. Daryl, Socrates' friend.
That's the best tweet.
Exactly, Boschko. Like, yeah, fuck 'em up, Daquan.
Fuck 'em up, Daquan.
Because you're so out of your league.
Boschko doesn't know what's happening, but he wants Daquan to fuck him up.
Yeah, it sounds like you're really compelling and using words here like you would a sword. And yeah, so I think the nobles are going to be like, I think the council is going to retire. On that note, unless you want to convince them here, because otherwise Lord Orin's like, well, I believe then we have seen everything we want to do. Thank you, Lady Kalani. And like, he's like, thank you. And he's kind of like gonna try like, okay, we're wrapping it up. Thank you for your time, kind of thing at this point. Unless you want to get 14.
Yeah, I think it ends on that note. Then they're like,
no, it's not gonna end on that note exactly. Because then Rowan's gonna, when she steps out of the zone of truth, is also going to say something to you. She's going to try to convince the group that you must also. That I think would be fair in the interests of trial to cross-examine. And I would love to talk to them. I would love to talk to Master Blacksail about our pasts and what it means to be a noble member of our community. So she uses noble as like a right, because after all, we all should be equal, right? And so she's going to try to persuade the group. We tie. So they're like, nah. So they probably say, they just kind of hand wave it off, being like, some other time, Lady Kalani. We've all been through a lot this morning. Is there anything else anyone wants to say or anything for the time, or is this it? Any parting shots, parting words?
Boschko doesn't want to open his mouth because he's pretty sure that anything he say can get him executed at this point.
Oh yeah,
so...
I mean you're not gonna get arrested for saying those things. Although, if you were a rando Calrissian talking to them right now, you probably would get arrested. Like you can't say to a noble being like you're no better than the rest of us. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't,
I mean like he's like not even afraid of getting. He's not even afraid of getting arrested. He's afraid of just getting like black bagged and disappeared.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, no, that's definitely true. So that's more complicated.
Yeah. Good question. Did everyone else get their like stars? Or did he just like stop? Because I went first.
No, I think I think there's only one. I think there's only one here.
So I'm walking out, polishing it.
Finny just wanted a star.
when we get out immediately, Boschko just like rips off his shirt and throws it on the ground.
You just flex out of it, don't you?
And it just like rips.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And he just shakes her head, just like.
Yeah. So
Goodness.
I have a little like faction tracker thing, and I just wanted to point out that you are no longer favored by the Dawn Council. You're dead and neutral on that one.
Not even surprised.
When they're outside, Finny turns to Daquan
Oh, I didn't have the dice up. I'm so sorry, everybody.
and just looks at him with like this narrowed eye look, and she's like, "Was that? I don't think that was called for."
When would it have been called for?
Not in front of a bunch of nobles.
They may wear fancy clothes and live in their fancy houses, but they're no better than the rest of us.
agree
We, the
with
people, have the power.
I agree with you, Daquan, but that situation could have turned out very bad for us.
We have to start taking risks. Do you want what happened at the island to happen here?
Of course not, but I think the risk we need to take is finding Vanthus on our own.
Well, now we know someone who's looking for him. Someone we have connections with.
Oh, by the way, Lavinia fired us.
He should pay us.
I mean, I'm sure we can go get it from her, but she did
Yeah,
say
there'd be a
she'd still
severance.
pay us.
Yeah.
She's actually
But,
with us, right? Is she come out with us?
No, she's still in the council. You guys kind of like that.
They
She's still there.
they were like meeting and they pushed us out.
Yeah.
Peasants may leave.
You really-
Yeah.
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 but
Vinny and
she
Rowan
looks
are
like-
currently talking.
Lavinia said she'd pay us. I did tell her that we would probably still work on this regardless of working for her or not.
It's good.
And I
She didn't
told
want me
her-
to kill Ventus, and I'm definitely going to kill him.
I did tell her that we might, if we don't work for her, then we have no promises anymore.
It'd be 100 platinum pieces. Would be your severance.
Each or
Each. Yeah.
split.
Oh my god. Why am I a pirate? So much money. Should I just put that in my inventory?
That was each?
Yeah, 100 each.
No,
I need to buy-
that's an accounts receivable right now. You need to go talk to her
okay.
and get it.
yeah,
But
we'll
like
go get
that's
it.
but yeah, you are you
price
would know
Okay.
that.
may go down.
You would know that like
Okay.
because when you signed the contract in the very first session ever so long ago, like it's like part of that. Or I guess maybe a little bit after you helped them with the Blue Nixie. They're like, hey, you want to continue on? Like that sort of dealing, you would know that like in the end that's what you would be expected.
Look, I want to get Fanfest as much as you, but I'm losing faith in Sassurin. I got my bull again.
I never had faith in Sasser, and I've lived here my whole damn life.
So have I. But I'm talking more about the waves of Sassurin. They're not looking as blue and as free as they used to.
We'll talk to Lavinia, get our pay. Then we should load up with any supplies we need, and I think we should find Vanthus on our own. But we need to be prepared, because I'm sure he's going to put up a fight, and it's not going to be
Good.
easy.
It would
Yes.
be worth it if it was easy.
I agree. How far are you willing to go, Finny? Because things are gonna get damn dirty.
At this point, I think I'm in too deep to stop, so all the way, I guess. This just hasn't changed my fate yet.
Declan looks at you and walks over to you, and he has his dreadlocks in like it's always like wrapped up in like a bandana, and he kind of like takes it out, and it's like clean and everything, and like he kind of like unfurls it, and the kind of like the same like black kind of like black sail. It was just a pure black sail with like a silver embroidered dolphin on it. On it, he kind of hands it to you and just goes, "And fine, if you're willing to truly do whatever it takes, kill anyone who gets in our way, and hunt this bastard down till he's 6 feet under and feeding the fishes. And take this.
Yeah, she stares at it for a moment, takes a deep breath, and she takes it, and I think she ties it around her neck. You know, and it hangs down, and she sort of covers it up with her cloak, but she wears it.
I'm gonna work on getting a crew for our ship.
Boschko
They need it.
pats Vinny on the back, like, yeah, good job.
Yeah, she's like, ugh, because I imagine he pats her way too hard.
Oh yeah, definitely. He
like,
doesn't. Definitely. Way too hard is the only way that Boschko does anything.
Yeah, he's extra about everything.
Especially now with your ogre strength.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh no,
I'm definitely not used to that yet, so for sure. Vinny's gonna have a hand-shaped bruise on her shoulder tomorrow.
Oh. So what's the plan? If you're gonna get a crew, what should I can go get the money from Lavinia, and you can tell me what I need to get for supplies? What do we need to do, Daquan?
Well, first we need to get the money, and then I need to go to an old contact of the... What was the ship, the woman I know? The Horizon something?
Oh, yeah. 1 second. It was the Desolate Pearl. Desolate Pearl is the captain of the Forward Horizon.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go see the Desolate Pearl, see if she wants to accompany us. I can trust her.
All right. Let's go to Lavinia's manor. Wait till she gets back. We can get our payment, and then I'll go into town, get what we need, and you can get a crew, and then we'll set off, I guess.
Be careful if we're going to split up. One of that pirates from near the ship when we saved your friend Lavinia ran off into the sewers. Someone else was dead down there. They're still around. Be careful.
All right.
You need someone to keep you company.
I would like that, Boschko, you and Korik to go with me, probably, just in case.
I picture both of us nodding at the same time, like, yeah, we need to help you.
Yeah, you need to protect me.
Mhm.
I think she turns and just starts like walking up. She's gonna go to Lavinia's and wait for Lavinia to come back from the council, because it might take her a little while. And
I mean, we walk and she takes a carriage. She's probably gonna beat us there.
Yeah. If she leaves soon, she'll beat us there. But go get the money and then split up. I think she's gonna get like a list from Daquan, whatever he needs. If he can give her some money, she'll go get everything that they need.
Cool. So the camera kind of stays where like as you guys like begin to like separate and go our separate ways here. The camera stays and lingers at the Castle Terracnian, I can never say it right. And it kind of like cuts back up to the council, and you can see Rowan's talking to Lavinia, and you don't see what she's saying to her, but there's definitely a look of like disgust on her face, on Lavinia's face, about some horrible news that Rowan is telling her, and Rowan hugs her. The camera goes back down to sort of the entrance, and you can see leaving the castle, kind of like on your footsteps a little bit, is a man with a big old like top hat, like a gray top hat with a gold band around, and some like dark purple kind of like mantlet or like small little like half cape kind of thing, and like the rest of like a gray trench coat, and you can see like his head's down. He's like has like you see the glow of the pipe, but you don't see his face. And then like and he begins to put his hands in his pockets and follow Finn towards the direction of Lavinia's manor.
It's a good thing that she's got a couple of bodyguards.
So
When I get to the manor, do I notice anything?
Yeah. He would try to get your attention beforehand, and he would say,
Oh, okay.
"Hey, like the three of you, and say like, hey, wait up for a minute. I want to talk to you."
Finny just turns around.
Stop, growl, glare,
It's okay.
look to
He
look to
he
Finny.
opens his coat, like, and not and he did, yeah, I know, right? No, it's disarming. He opens like the breast side of his cloak, not like the whole thing. He's like, "What's up?" No, he's like, he opens the side of it, and you can see there's a badge. He's as a part of the guard. And you can tell that like it's the way the insignia is on it, that he's a detective, right? Like it's not
Oh, okay.
a regular guard.
That's why he looks so shady.
Exactly.
Bashko frowns a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
The name's Saint Domain.
My name's Finny.
I know. Been following you for some time. Listen, you said a lot of good words up there. Just wanted to say thank you for everything you're doing for the city.
Can I insight check him? He's
Yeah.
so shady, and I don't like it.
Yeah, no, like imagine it's like a bright sunny day, but like every time it cuts to him, it's like black and white, and there's there's the saxophone playing, and it's like raining all the time.
I totally trust this man.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
No,
good.
he's just like pure fucking pulp noir.
I
detective.
don't trust him, but that's because he has a badge and has nothing to do with how shady
Right.
he is.
Don't talk to cops.
That's the law.
You have to tell me if you're a cop. Bashko's just like that. Are you a cop?
I mean, he's obviously a cop, so I don't have to say shit.
I just nod, and I'm just like, did you know about Rowan?
I had a hunch when he came, when Master Islarn came to the district about this arrangement. Something didn't smell right about it.
Do you know if what she said was totally true? There are ways to get around that spell.
Indeed. If you knew that, you still did it anyways?
I
Why?
really didn't have a choice. I had to support my friend.
You spooked her. Now she's gonna go to ground. It's gonna be harder to get any information. She might retaliate.
I hope if she speaks the truth, then we're both after Vanthus. Hopefully I just hope she was telling the truth. If you have any information, or you find out anything else, could you please tell us?
Yeah.
We're going to go after Vanthus regardless. Lavinia let us go on our contract, but I think it's the best decision to take care of Vanthus. He's hurt a lot of people.
A lot of people.
This could be a dark time for you all. Just want you to know you're not alone. There are good people in this city. People who want to see it succeed.
I know. I believe that.
We're just outnumbered. Other people want to
I
bring
know
it
that
down.
too. I'm not from Sassarin, but it is my home now. And I would hate to see my home destroyed. Just stay in touch if you can, and we will too. At least I will. I'm not gonna tell. And she looks at Bashko and Korik. We probably don't need to tell Daquan about this. I think this should be a little secret between the four of us, because Daquan might not like this.
Yeah. Daquan sails to his own wind, you know?
He does, and I appreciate that about him, but he might yell at me a lot.
Well, just know that you have a friend in this city. If anything goes wrong.
Thank you. Can you put his name in chat, Eric, by the way?
Well, he hands you a card, and it's
Okay.
a magical card. And basically, if you ever want to get in
fancy.
contact with him, it can like, basically, if he's on duty, like, or and like wants to meet or anything, like you can like show like where to meet, like it can update itself.
That's pretty cool.
I'm putting that in my inventory so I remember it.
I think that's spelled right.
Mm-hmm.
Victor Saint Domain. Okay, awesome.
Detective.
Detective Victor Saint Domain.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I think she like gives him a nod and looks at Korg and Bosch goes, okay, we should go.
So like I know you rolled an insight, but like don't worry about it. You all can get the impression that like this guy, he conveys the sense of this guy's been in trouble with his own department for being kind of like a loose cannon but gets the job done kind of thing, right? Like real smart, but like believes in stuff more than just following the books kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And like it totally comes off that kind of way. Being like the way he was trying to describe, like tell you, in case I'm not as good as a role player, just convey it.
No, I got that for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
He has his own beliefs and
Yeah.
believes in good.
Yeah, exactly. He believes in the goodness of things and is willing to get the job done, and wants to know that he likes what you did and be able to help you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get that.
Cool. Okay, so we go to Lavinia's then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I think there's kind of like this moment where like you guys turn around, and he's still there. He's like, "Oh yeah, I guess I was supposed to go." Just- All right, turn around again. And then, all right, no, turn around. I've been practicing. I've been practicing this.
Oh my god. Do we do it? And we turn back around and he's gone.
Count down from 3.
He just hear Lavinia go, or Finny go.
But I can't do it.
3,
I can't leave unless no one's looking at me.
Bajko just shakes his head like,
Come on, Boschko.
What?
Korg,
It's a
let's go.
detective thing. It's the only way it works.
sigh.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
He just puts his hands in his
Turn
pockets and
away.
leaves. Just walks down the street. As soon as he,
Yeah, they're walking. They're
literally,
walking away
like,
from this.
Like there's like everywhere he goes, like this doesn't actually happen, but like everywhere you go, like he just seems like there's like shade that just like follows him. He just walks in the shade the whole time, and it's like just like raining on him the whole time. His hands in his pockets, and you just see like the little light of the pipe like hit the side of his face and the rest of the coat.
I love it so much.
Yeah. No, but he's definitely he's
For some
a
reason,
stylish detective.
in my headcanon, he's played by John Harper.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I
That's
like
really good.
I like Josh's that he's Detective Pikachu. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, he's Detective Pikachu. Also Detective Pikachu.
He's Detective Pikachu.
John Harper playing Detective Pikachu, playing Humphrey Bogart's character.
All voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
Of course.
Oh God, it's so good.
I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. Okay.
Yeah. So, then we go to cut to Lavinia's, all right?
Okay.
Or Josh is Daquan. What? Let's go to Daquan first, actually.
Yeah, let's follow Daquan. Daquan, what you up to?
Daquan, what's up? So, you want to find Desolate Pearl? The plan?
Yeah, but first I want to stop in, and I don't see the map, but I think it's Shady
Yeah, not
Grove
on the
or something. Shady Shore,
Shadow Shore District?
Shadow Shore.
Yeah, I'll bring us over to the player's map.
Yeah, I want to go to Shadow Shore and oh wait, no, the map didn't hand out, obviously, because I'm stupid. And I want to go to a.
Should have brought Bajko.
I'm used to it. I'm used to Shady Shore.
Oh, I just mean Bajko grew up there, so.
Oh, nice. I want to go to a poison cellar.
A poison cellar?
Yeah, for reasons.
All right, one second. Let me see. What's
But
available.
no big in particular. Don't worry about it.
Let's see here. There's it's a distillery.
Oh, I also.
Yeah.
I also would have went down a few alleyways. Make sure no one's following me, and I would have like changed my appearance to look like some random Joe. Because I have
Yeah. Okay. So there is, you know that the apothecary is also carries some stuff. You know, has like sort of like speakeasy, off the books collection of eccentricities and concoctions. This is a place called Gentle Nels.
nice.
Yeah. So you want to go to Gentle Nels?
Yeah, so yeah, I go there and I definitely don't look like me.
No,
I
no.
look like
It's 14 on the map. That's where you're at.
14.
Yeah, let me go grab the little token. In the top left. Who zoomed in? Oh, I have to do it from the GM section. Sorry for jumping around those. And I can bring this. Okay. They go in Gentle Nels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think I just look like a like some like random dock handler. I probably look like one of the just probably just someone who I like bumped into on the way and probably just like taking their face kind of thing. And I will kind of walk in into that place. And do I know the person's name who runs it?
Nell. It's Gentle Nels.
No. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. Yeah, so I walk in and I just go, oh, is Nell here? Making sure no one else is in the store.
Let's see here. Let me just. Okay. Yeah, he kind of so Nels is here. Nels is a kind of like a kind of dresses tawdy, you know, like so he's like he tries to like look kind of nice. He kind of just looks like your classic kind of pawnbroker, right? So sort of like a little bit overweight, balding, always just kind of looks bored or annoyed, and kind of just dresses like. He tries to dress to look nice, but the clothing that he wears is like always a little too ratty, or like it's like old clothes that have been fixed up to look nice, or like nice clothes that have been hastily made and not like of good quality. Yeah, so he looks at you and then goes, well, I don't. Hey, come here closer. Don't I know you?
Yeah, it's me. It's Daquan.
Didn't you say you disguised yourself right now?
I did, but I say
right.
my voice.
Oh, 1 second. And he like puts on, he like flips through some like you know, has like a bifocals for like appraising things and stuff, and like dealing with like herbs and stuff. And so he like flips through and he's like, oh, there. And he like looks at you. Okay.
Look, I don't have much time, but I need some of your potent herbs.
He looks at you, kind of sighs, looks down. You know, sorry, man, we're kind of out. Supplies have been a little shoddy since the shakeup with the Lotus Dragons, and you hear like a little squeak of like a rat near him, and he like, your foot go down. You don't see anything. He's like, I've been dealing with these pests, man. Getting into the supplies.
You ain't got no poison.
I didn't say I got no poison. It's limited.
Well, tell me what you got in this limited supply.
Well, that stuff that would cause a bad rash. everything else the rats got.
They got into the poison and still
Those
survived.
rats are fucked
No,
up.
they're dead. And like cut to like the past of him just like using a giant broom and just like pushing all these dead rats out because they've eaten all this poison.
Damn it.
Well,
Anyone you know is good. Who knows to be
Tell you-
discreet.
to tell you the truth, there's more money in rat poison than there is in human poison these days.
Too bad some of the people resemble rats. Maybe it'll work.
He's like, wait, you don't live in Shadow Shore, right?
I used to back in the day.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. I mean, I'm not saying there's a were-rat, but it sure smells like it, you know? When rats get this bad, usually what it means, not a... He doesn't know. Like, he's actually just, like, pulling that from his butt, you know? But, like...
Yeah, he's just like
he's lived here his life. He knows when things get weird like this, it's like it's kind of superstitious. It's also kind of like it might be true. Like it's it's happened before a long time ago when there's a bunch of weird rats. It's usually like that, or then he kind of like mutters under his breath, or worse,
All right.
or a demon or something. Now he's
Yeah.
off the rocker.
Things are getting hairy. Well, if you don't have any poison and don't know anywhere I can get it, then have a look.
I mean, I would try to find some Lotus Dragons. They make their own poison. Got a kobold that does it. Real good.
I've met him.
Yeah, smash cut back to the time in the in the goat hall. Oh yeah.
Yeah, real jumpy sort. Look, don't tell anyone I was here, right? And I'll
No problem.
see. I'm gonna pop him
What's your wisdom?
a wisdom.
Can you make an insight check for me,
is-
please? Actually, let's just do it that way.
Sure.
Can you just make an insight check?
Yeah, I can do an insight check. Insight. Not 20.
Okay, not 20 on your insight check. Yeah, you're definitely getting the impression that this is a weird encounter, and something's wrong.
Mm-hmm. But alright. Actually, one more thing. Now I'm gonna look around the room and see if I see anything.
Yeah.
Do you have anything? You talk about rashes. Do you have anything for rashes? And I'm like, as I'm saying this, I'm gonna like look around the room for an 18.
Okay. Yeah. You know that you get the sense that you're being watched by eyes somewhere else in this room. But looking around for stuff in the garage, like, no, it looks like everything here has been kind of like, either like chewed into, like the bags of like various grain or like even like the jars and stuff are like half lit and you see like a little like tail sticking out of it, wiggling around. But no, like it seems pretty bad here.
Okay, so I take out my silver dagger that I had got ages ago,
Yeah.
and I'm just like turning it around. I was like, yeah, it's this rash. I've got it, and where I think I'm being watched,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna throw it in that direction.
Okay. Totally do it. So let's do this. Make an attack roll. And make
24.
Roll. Well, I was gonna say roll a d2
Okay.
on a, and then before you do it, before you roll a d2, call it. Call heads or tails here.
1.
Okay, because it's technically a miss chance because you're shooting a blinded opponent, like, or you're blind because you don't know exactly. You have to kind of guess where they are. Okay, so call a 1. So
Okay.
roll a d2. If you get a 1,
And I got a 1.
you roll a d1.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
You cheater.
You're right. D2. And I got a 1.
And you still got a 1. Cold-blooded. Awesome. Yeah.
Nice.
You kill.
It's silver.
Yeah. You kill an albino rat with red eyes, white body. Like just turn around and it just like cuts into it like butter with that silver dagger. And yeah, then Nell looks at you. It's like, oh gods.
What's going on, Nell?
Why? Oh no. What? And he's just like processing what just happened right now. And he's like,
how big was this rat? Was that like?
No, it's a regular sized rat. He's like,
Okay.
you have any idea what you just did?
I'm walking over to the rack to get my weapon. What did I just do?
Nell's like flipping through more of his little like appraisal glasses. So then he's like, oh my god, that was, oh god, oh, okay, okay, you need to leave, yeah, and I gotta close, and I need to leave.
What's happening? Like, do I know what's happening?
Yeah, like, basically, you're putting the pieces together. That was a spy for probably whoever's extorting Nell right now, or like, that rat's affiliated with the gang that he's paying money to, and you just killed them for it. And so now it's like freaking out, being like, okay, now I'm gonna die. Great. Oh my god, what? Like, kind of thing right now. And you kind of like
got you under that thumb.
Are you? Well, yeah, and now I'm dead, or worse. They're gonna turn me into one of those things.
Who is it?
I don't know. I never met him.
Details.
Look, I don't know. Just some people came in the store one day. They were weird, and they were like, "We're gonna put some rats here, and pay us money." It was, look, I don't know.
I like take my weapon and like go over to him and get a bit of his clothes and wipe the dagger clean.
Oh god, he's just like quivering.
Look, I can help you. I can actually use an apothecary, but you gotta tell me what's going on.
I don't know, man. There's always, it's the same game, man. It's just new players. These ones are mean ones. They're coming from the sewers. I haven't met them. I've only met people that work with them. They're bad news. They're not from here. What he says. I hear they're from another plane, man. Demon shit.
Did they have like weird fishy skin or whatever?
I never met them. The people we met were normal.
Did you get any of their names? What do they look like?
Yeah, and he'll give you he gives like a halfling with curly hair and some missing teeth, except for like two front kind of buck teeth. Real feisty, quick to fight.
Is that ringing any bells for me?
I mean, with your carrying on your insight check here, like you're reading the scene pretty well. Yeah, let's say you do. Say it does. Like you cut back, like in your memory, the time you met Anderson here, like at that one bar, like you realize that like you probably like cross paths, like you like remember someone in the periphery of a memory, being there, being like, oh yeah, like yeah, you've seen this person before. You don't know where they live or anything like that, but yeah.
Nah.
Like the name and face like comes to mind immediately.
Yeah, don't know too much about them. Just seen them about. I know what you're talking about. Well, alright, here's what I'm gonna do for you. Get all of your ingredients, which you can carry. Get whatever implements that is portable. And then and then I'm gonna take out a piece of paper. And I'm gonna like close my hand and like write down like the dock number of the ship. I'm gonna fold it up like twice.
Oh, to hide on the sea wyvern?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, go there. take some of the supplies that you got. I'm gonna need someone like you anyway.
Jeez.
And
Oh,
I'm gonna tip him 2 platinum pieces.
cool. Then like smash cut to we're seeing like the door sign, like we see the door like rush close and see the sign go from open to closed, and like we just hear the footsteps of him like running away, like looking like yeah. So good job killing a rat spy.
Yeah.
That's probably fine.
I'm making enemies everywhere.
Yeah.
We're leaving the city forever. It's gonna be fine.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Probably.
He doesn't want to leave the city forever.
Rats can't be gone shipped, right? That's not a thing that happens.
So then, so we're gonna cut across town over to Lavinia's, the Vanderborn estate. I'm gonna bring us over to. Okay. Yeah. So you are. So it's technically the 3 of you, right? It's Boschko, Warwick.
Yeah, and Finny.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all 3 of us are there.
And I think Finny is like taking the lead and walking out in front of them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. So you get to the gates. You can see that the place it still has Lavinia's been trying to clean up for but it's only been a couple days or whatever. So it's still pretty bad, but you can see like some sort of repairs and things from the assault have been underway. You can see that like things have been moved around the room. There's I think she's probably hired a mage to do a lot of prestidigitation
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
to like help clean up some of this stuff here. And like remove the scorch marks and the blood out of the sofas and stuff, and like off the walls. So there's sort of like the sounds of houseworking and incantations happening in the other rooms as you go meet in the that same sort of like foyer room, the room that with the picture of Vanthus that was up on the wall. That's gone.
Good.
Nothing's there
Okay.
anymore.
I don't have to accidentally
Yeah.
or anything.
Is Lavinia there? Or
Yeah.
are we
No,
waiting for her?
Lavinia, you're meeting. Sorry, yeah. In this place, you were meeting with Lavinia like together. So like you're like on opposite sides of the table. But what's missing over the mantle of the fireplace is the portrait of Vanthus.
Okay.
It's now just like sort of like that space that's sort of like clear. Like clearly there's a painting right there, right? That's missing now and brought down. She looks pretty like no bullshit anymore on her face.
Yeah.
Um,
Finny just leans forward and says, I hate that our contract is ending because I do consider you a friend, Lavinia, but we're here for our payment and we'll leave you alone.
Well, I wish I could persuade you to stay on board. And she.
You're the one that wanted us to go, Lavinia.
I know, but we just have too many philosophical disagreements.
It's fair.
I have to do
You
a
do
lot of
know if... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I have to do a lot of changing of my house and soul searching. And well, perhaps this is part of the growing process.
You do understand, though, that if we're free agents, all bets are off with what happens to Vanthus.
No.
I can't be the one to kill him if it comes to that, but I won't
Don't
stop
worry, you
No.
have
who
me for
does.
that.
So Katie, Lavinia grabs your hands when you do that, like holds your hands and says, if you find him, kill him.
I won't stop whoever does.
He killed my parents. Rowan showed me what Vanthus wrote. He's responsible for putting the alchemist's fire on my parents' ship, burning it in the harbor.
I'm not
I'm sorry.
surprised.
I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
I'm sorry I wasted any time thinking that man could be redeemed.
Well, it's not wrong of you to believe in family. But sometimes your beliefs get the better of you and they blind you to the reality of the situation.
Indeed.
But I'm glad you know now.
It deafened my ears to what fate was telling me. But so much death here. So much is that just wrong.
He's at the core of everything. I believe that.
I do not believe we're going to cross paths again. Or I'm selling this place.
Are you leaving Sassarin?
Indeed. I will be turning over a new leaf in Far Shore. She mentions you don't know where that is. Unless like, oh wait, I guess you do actually. Sorry. Maybe it was an offhand reference, an offhand remark of the times you guys were studying together, the maps and stuff, the languages of the mom's journal.
Okay.
It's related to that.
But she knows about it, but doesn't know about it, basically.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. It's her. It's the Vanderborn's like settlement over in off that weird island her parents belong to. And I've been researching it. There's still people there. They've been waiting on supplies. It's my parents' death.
It's probably for the best. And you're a kind, caring person, Lavinia. You're the right person to help. I hope after all of this, you still consider me a friend as well.
I will look upon our time fondly.
Yeah,
she's like really but she's like not really very comforting right now. She's like steel resolve right now. Like she's like smoldering. Like she's.
Do you want us to send you a notice when Vanthus is dead?
No, I would like you. I would like all of you to come join me in Farshore on that day. Join me, we'll celebrate.
Will. I think I'd like that too. Yeah, I think Finny lets the conversation, naturally end, gets their payment, and, leaves.
There's the
says goodbye to Lavinia.
As promised, with the 4 of you.
She gets Daquan's money.
Yeah, because I guess we established a precedent for that. I was wondering if
Lavinia
Lavinia
would give it to him. She's not going to take your money.
I know,
but
Lavinia would be like, I would like to have given this money to Daquan in person, but I understand.
I'll see if he will see you.
Give Master Blackstone my best regards.
I will. Yeah. They leave. Finny's going to go to, the market. She's going to load up on health potions and shit.
Sure. But there's something missing from the as you guys are walking away. There was something missing from that conversation. But besides her attitude has changed. This was the first time you had a meeting without Cora's scones.
Yeah.
They will never be
I
part of
hate
meeting again.
it.
Yep.
Sad day.
Rip in peace.
F's in chat, everybody. Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you say farewell to Lavinia.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. What about you, Boshko? Anything?
Well, I know we're planning on leaving to go out in search of Vanthus. So I think Boshko is going to start taking care of affairs, moving his few meager possessions, which is his his makeshift altar and his like clean pants onto our ship. Giving up his little single. What do you call that?
Apartment?
Apartment, yeah. Studio apartment, yeah. Like signing off on that, being like, all right, I'm not gonna stay here anymore, and then he's gonna like go and I picture him going home again, back to
His folks.
Shadow Shore and his folks and his family there, and having like a big dinner with them. He probably is gonna spend some of his money on like having a feast for the family. Like
they're going to so when you get there, they tell you that they need to go out to eat. Got some rats got in the pantry.
More rats.
Shadow Shore's filthy, and it's been like more stinky than you remember as well. It's not like you. It's just like, imagine in a city with like poor ventilation, smells like trash. You know, like trash is piling up.
That's normal though. This is like extra trash though.
Yeah, exactly. It's extra trash. So it's not great. Not great here. So yeah, but it's fine. You guys just go out to eat. Maybe outside of Shadow Shore.
Yeah. And I'll buy dinner for like I go and find a restaurant and like rent out like the entire restaurant, and it's like 20 half orcs having a rowdy party dinner.
Yeah. I'm
Wait,
sure...
does Finny go with you? Because she's staying with you?
Maybe.
I just can imagine Finny's little body with all these half orcs just.
I imagine there's plenty of places like that in the Champions District.
Oh yeah, sure.
And they probably have like, I imagine sort of like what a sports bar would be.
Okay.
We go to Fantasy Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, Fantasy Buffalo Wild Wings, exactly. Just a huge half orc.
Plus Finny party.
Yeah, plus Finny party.
Yeah.
That's got to be that's got to be a great party. Good food.
She's just in the middle of these half orcs, just like.
I'm trying to find a name for the
like, and on at least 3 separate occasions.
Yeah.
Bojko's grandmother is like, is that your girlfriend? It's like, no. No.
Just a friend, Mom. Yeah. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, so you're at the Catapulter.
The Catapulter. Okay.
Yeah. That's the name of it. Yeah. And you are also not. You are. You had to hike north a little. There. Okay. Yeah. So. I think your family's really like, I don't know. I think they're kind of in doubt that you're actually leaving and like doing this a little bit. They're like, do you really have to do this and be so far away from me?
I do. I swore that I would get vengeance on the man who killed Akin. And he's out there. So I'm going.
But you never been so far away from your family. I don't like it. I don't like it, Bojko.
We all have to
It's this
make our
religion
way in
of
this
yours.
world.
No, it's just you've always been acting so different ever since you found that god, and like I think like your uncle or somebody's like, come on, leave it alone, like kind of like but your mom's just like, no, but it's like because of this thing, and it's changed who you are. It's changed my beautiful baby boy,
He's just like,
I thought you'd want this. Vengeance for your daughter's death.
and your
You
mom,
won't have it, I will.
yeah, and your mom looks at you and says, kind of sad, like they're a little bit tearing up a little bit, and she like puts her forehead to your forehead and says like, "Not if it changes. Not if revenge costs me, you as well. I can see you're changing, and well, your mom loves you. Your mom was always gonna love my Bashko, but." And then she's like just hugs you and says, "You're always welcome back. We will always keep a seat at the table for you."
I will be back. Don't worry. And I'll have good news when I
Don't take too
return.
long. Don't take too long then.
I'll take as long as it takes. Don't
She-
worry,
I think Finny pipes up and just like, I'll make sure he's okay.
plus I have to keep her safe.
This. Yeah, Finn, are you wearing your armor?
Yeah,
Or
totally.
would you be-
I don't.
Okay.
I don't think she takes it off. Like in this situation, she knows anyone could attack at any moment, so she doesn't take it
Yeah,
off.
so you're wearing like the beetle armor, the beetle hide armor
Yeah.
and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, and the cloak that looks like
the
an
weird
octopus.
and the weird octopus cloak. Okay. Yeah. Oh,
It's okay. I'm sure Bosco's family just think that's cool.
And yeah. And Chris, thank you for the donation for divine favor. So let's do that. So you all get divine favor. We're going to determine who that's going to be. I'm going to do it randomly.
Randomly.
AD3. Katie is 1. Kelsa is 2. Daquan is 3. And 2.
Yeah.
Perfect. So the same scene, and then I get to roll a d6. For your inspiration, you are cool. You gained a perfect skill. You can apply a natural 20 for any ability check, and ability bonuses still apply.
Nice. And those
Cool.
carry over if you
Aw.
don't use them, right?
Yeah.
Because
these
I
ones
still
do.
have mine. I haven't used it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
These ones definitely carry over.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Awesome. I'm gonna need it. For as big as Boschko talks, he also is a level behind everybody else in the party.
Hey, you're the baby of the group.
I know. He just refuses to admit it.
Yeah. So your mom's gonna look at you, and knows that there's no convincing her favorite son, beautiful baby boy, from going on this journey, striking out, getting revenge, and let me ask you this, because I think this is important here, but I don't know what it looks like, so I'm gonna ask you, and maybe the whole group too, to get an idea here. I imagine your family will give you something that represents like you're on this journey. Not like magical, maybe it's magical, but like I'm thinking like a trinket of some kind, right? Or like you wear something like a sash or something that shows like I'm on a mission doing something, and it's important. It's like when you go out for a long time, like this is your like it's a traditional kind of thing that someone would give you, and something unique to your family, or maybe it's just unique to a half-orcs around Sassarine, right? Or something that like if you're on a revenge story, like like imagine if Wild West and you're on a revenge, you wear a black hat, like what is this equivalent? You know what I mean?
Okay,
like they would give you something
first
that
thing-
shows it. Like this is important. Like family, you're on a family quest right now. Like you are.
The absolute first thing that popped into my mind is like a septum piercing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like with like out of bone, like that specifically symbolizes that you're on such a quest.
Okay.
I know it's very orcish and also cool. I like it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Out of bone. Okay. Yeah. Are we cool with that? Yeah. All right.
think that's very, very cool.
Yeah. So then
Awesome.
they will. Then your family would definitely do that to show you that they love you and they're caring for you, and like they while they don't like the idea that you're leaving, they get it, and they support you. And this is a token of your family support to you.
Finney winces the whole time, just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, they do it right
they
here.
totally. Yeah, I was gonna say like they totally do it in the middle of the restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Someone
This happens in the middle. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
totally,
yeah.
100%. There's
they're not gonna do. No, they're not. No, no. Oh, they're doing it.
uh-huh.
And I think someone else is like, "Where's Daquan? I thought he was gonna be here."
I don't know, Daquan. Are you gonna come by?
Daquan's like a palm tree. He just bends.
I mean, I don't like. I think this is happening when like he would have gone to
Nels?
the other ship.
Oh
Yeah, Nels and then the other ship. So like he probably would have like at some point like wanted to have met you, but the stuff at the apothecary probably held him up a bit longer. And then he would have to go to the
Do
ship.
you have sending? So like, would you like relay these messages or not?
I don't have that.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So you don't know, but knowing Daquan, yeah, he got caught up doing something. Okay.
He doesn't care.
Wow.
I mean, that's fair.
And then like the party's probably gonna just go like into the night.
Be careful with these pirates. You can't trust pirates. And they're saying that about Daquan. Right? Like, be careful. Like, I don't know about that boy. No, just be careful.
Just nodding.
They don't like that you didn't show up, Daquan. Friend,
They will remember
who's going
this.
on a family revenge quest and doesn't show up for support? That's messed up. You know what I mean?
True.
Like,
He
that's
doesn't
what
show
they
up for
think,
family
right?
request brunch.
Yeah, right. You didn't go to the
Family
Buffalo Wild
revenge
Wings
brunch.
family
You missed
revenge
those
brunch.
bottomless. You missed bottomless wings. So there.
Yeah.
You miss bottomless wings.
Revenge wings, damn it.
Revenge wings, absolutely. Revenge wings is a real tradition. That's
I mean, totally. That's Botchka's family. I love it. I love it so much.
It's great.
okay. Yeah. I mean, is there anything else you want to say to their family before you leave, or is that it? One by one, you know, your whole family gives you hugs, like your nephews, your nieces, aunts, uncles, I think your grandfather's probably still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take all the hugs. I give very hearty thwaps on the back that are stronger than they used to be.
Yeah. My strong boy. Everyone's like, look, holding your muscle. You're so strong. Look at you. You eat so good. You're so. I'm so. Look at you. Like, to grab your cheeks. Like, your mom runs this family. Okay. Like she's not the oldest person of your family, but she just runs it.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it.
I'm sorry, it just made me realize that like I've probably this whole time your mom just like holding like your baby niece just like in one arm this whole time, just like you know like having this heart to heart, and she's like just holding this baby's just like trying to just like grab to her shoulder. She's like, nah, that's okay. And yeah. So I'm sorry. Anyways.
Yeah, definitely. That 100%. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just having this big kind of farewell dinner, and like the ritualistic piercing in the middle of it. And that's, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just making sure that everything's set on their end.
Sure.
Before heading out.
I think I'm not done actually. I think I have one more thing. I'm sorry. I just realized.
All right.
I imagine they would probably ask Katie, like they would ask Finn. They would ask Finney to do either one of two things. Like they'd probably like ask you to do a blessing for the meal, but also like a blessing for Bashko, right? I think they would also like. I think one of them. I think maybe like your cousin or something would be probably the rudest, more like bluntest to ask this. That like you're a goddess of fate, or like, you know, like you're a cleric to the goddess of fate. Does Bashka have a chance? This the last
The
time?
goddess, Our Lady of Faith, can change. She's a fickle goddess, and in some way we make our own fates. Even if she has something planned, it's possible to change it, and I believe in Bashko. You should too.
Take good care of my cousin.
Of
And
course.
Bashko bursts in and is like, shots!
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. All right. That's.
Oh.
I think that's scene.
I definitely do want to buy health potions before we do anything. Like, I just
Mhm.
we don't have to RP it out. Just what the prices would be.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy some.
Oh
stuff
yeah.
now.
Are you
Just
buying?
do the gold stuff.
So regular healing potions, right, are 50 gold.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like the super ones, like the greater ones, which are 44 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're probably 250.
I have 101 platinum, and I can't remember how that goes over the gold.
It's 10 gold for each platinum. So it's 1,000.
1,000. Okay, 1,010. I'm going to buy 2 superiors. That's 500.
Yeah.
And 4 regulars. So that's 700, right?
Yeah. Well, let's hold on. Here's a second. So like, I want to bring this up because this is important. Buying superior potions, I think probably requires a you to get them from like a sanctioned sort of like store, like it's a gun kind of thing. Like if you're buying superior potions, that's a big deal, and they want to know who's doing this. And like they're kind of like registered and things like that. So basically, what I'm saying is that if you buy these things, you're like the fact that like this purchase is logged and kept somewhere and list and in things, but it's fine. Like you're part
when
of
I used to work at a store, I had to make sure whoever bought ice packs had to write their name down so they weren't making heroin. So I understand.
Right. Okay. So yeah, exactly. It's
They weren't
something like
making
that.
meth.
Like you're in the system now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine. And I think she wouldn't explain what they were doing, but she'd be like, I'm a cleric. I know how to use.
Yeah, but because you don't have the Spire badge, so like but you may kind of know a little bit about it, but yeah, like it's fine that you're in the system. You already kind of are in the system already, but like if anyone was tracking you down, they would know you by superior healing potions. That means they're probably doing something. You know what I mean? Like that's
yeah. I don't think she'd elaborate, but they totally know something's about to go on. So
I mean, I think
that's totally fair. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what she gets 2 superior and 4 right if they have them. Like I don't know how you.
Yeah. No, they do.
Yeah, that's what she's gonna do.
Yeah. You buy them from like a licensed reseller.
Yeah.
Right. You'll probably have to get them from.
Which she would know where to get them, right?
Yeah, I know. You know where to get them. You probably have to go up though. You probably have to go to the Azure District to get the superior ones.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just don't know exactly what the name of the store is, but that's fine.
Yeah, we don't have to RP it out. Like I get what you're saying, and that's totally cool. Yeah, she'll be in the. She'll have her name on a list. Yeah, totally cool.
Like if you were a noble, maybe your name doesn't go on. Maybe they.
I think she even drops the name of the lady.
Which one?
The magic lady in the tower. I can't remember her name. The one that she was gonna work with to figure out the pearl.
Oh yeah. The leader of the of the
Luxione.
That's right. Witch Warden. Yeah, Witch Wardens. Yes.
Yeah, I think she even maybe tries to I in a way I'm helping the Witch Wardens and Mr. Sione can vouch for me if needed. I think she tries to drop that too.
Right. Okay.
anything to make her seem legit.
Sure. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, and that's all she would buy.
There's
Daquan
a
didn't
you know that the seller like casts a sending spell and like they wait and they get back a response like, okay, here you go. Good to go.
She's good.
Which means yeah, Witchwardens knew about that you did this and you whispered their name, but it's fine. Yeah, that's how they communicate.
And Daquan didn't tell her to get anything, so I think that she just goes. This is probably before the party,
I did.
so she goes.
I did, but like I didn't RP it, but like I would have like 'cause I don't know how long I'm gonna be. So like we don't have to RP it, but I would have been told you like to get barrels of like fresh water and like meat and like and I'm gonna like you can use some of my money
Just-
like
yeah.
General
you can use, like,
supply.
our
Outfitting,
money for that as
yeah.
well.
Like outfitting your
That's-
ship is probably going to be like, let's just call it an even 1,000 gold. This is good. This includes logistics for the ship, so like ropes and like all that kind of like stuff. New like not kind of like a fresh set of like wax or whatever to stop the barnacles and all those things too, and the labor to do that. All of the food and supplies and water. Yeah, as you were saying, basically like all things, all expenses is about 1,000 gold.
Yeah, so she spends it,
Paper,
and I think she
bribes,
gets it.
all of it.
She gets it sent to the dock where Daquan would be, to the ship, to the Pearl lady, because she knows that's where Daquan would go. And then I think that's probably all before the party. Then they go to meet Boshko's family, and they go into the night. Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you all be together, like kind of like working on the ship, or like at some point?
I would have gone
like
to
the
see
next day or whatever.
So
yeah.
so that means Boshko and
Finny
oh my
partied.
God, yeah. But that's funny because you guys. So the next morning, you guys are hungover, like on the ship.
Could I?
And no, that's what's funny is like you see a shocked older man in the bottom of the ship going like what are you? Because it's Nell. It's Nell who's hiding on the ship, being like no.
It's like an hour before dawn, and
Yeah.
Boshko and Finny like wander to the ship drunk.
Yeah, and so like there's this point where it's a smash cut to like in the past for a minute, and it feels like it's like a horror mystery, like a horror movie of like you hear like the ship cracking and you hear these people like slowly like moving around and you just see Nell in the corner like, just biting his nails. No, but then you guys come down the stairs, turn on the light, and yeah.
Oh my god,
God.
what did you just roll that for?
I didn't know if we wanted to RP or not because I know we don't have much time.
Yeah.
But we can just hand wave and said that I spoke to the woman on the Pearl, Desolate Pearl.
Yeah,
Desolate
Pearl.
And if you allow it, I want to see if she wants to like join us and like form like a
Just like two ships?
group. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
like, that's even possible, right?
Oh no, totally. But she would under because she has some plans of her own though, and she wants to know if you're okay, if it works together that you can like both like you could help her and she can help you kind of situations.
Oh yeah. It's
Right?
having
Like a mutual,
thing.
like a co-op.
Partnership. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you get.
I'm not
you
like
get-
her boss. We're like working together.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a partner. Yeah. No, it's a good partnership. She will. So in other words, is she going to lend you some crew here, or are you hiring your crew on your own?
That's what I was looking to get, right? Like to lend us some crew, and if she has stuff to do, like to meet us at like a point that we both know because we used to
Yeah.
work together,
Yeah.
and like to go from there.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't have that offhand, but I'll have something ready for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes perfect sense. That like agree. So like get your ship ready. Agree to meet at this certain time at this island or like this place, right? And that's like the rendezvous point. And from there together, you guys will hunt for Vanthus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. You're all getting ready to leave the city.
I'm actually gonna spend a platinum, and I have completely changed how I look. And I'm basically like a cross between Jack Sparrow and Barbossa now. So I have like a big like black hat, and I have just like these like kind of like Jamaican kind of like aesthetic going on. I also have like a cutlass and stuff like that, and I'm completely in like the captain mode.
Yeah. Yeah, so you dressed up and yeah. Oh my god, I love it. What is so like tricorn hat or no?
Yeah, it's got like a big blue feather in it.
Yeah, okay.
And I think as I'm like walking down, like I think a few people in the dark like look to be like, oh, like he's taking up the sail again, he's becoming a captain again, because I've been speaking about it so long in like, you know, my tales. I've never really talked about like my life at the sea, but like I'm taking back up the mantle as like a captain.
Finny just leans over to Bajka, she's like, I really like the hat.
There are two other people who are at the docks, and kind of surprising, walking hand in hand. It's Kolta and Rowan coming to your ship, and they see you dressed up all new, Josh, right? Like they see Daquan and everybody, and I guess yeah, I guess Finn is hungover, just like laying down somewhere. Same with maybe Bashko like gets up and like ready to fight. I don't know. What do you tell me?
Yeah, I think when Bajko sees them, I picture like that Bajko and Finny were like kind of like leaning up against the rail or something, like in the shade, and like can see them over there, and he like pops up, but then like stumbles because like the sun gets in his eyes, and he's like, oh, and but yeah, he's standing. I think like somehow he has his spear, and he's like set it so that the spear butt is on the deck of the ship, so he's using it to kind of hold himself up. He looks like greener than usual. And he just kind of glares at them.
Rowan's the one who speaks up first and says, how do you do? She's smiling. She looks pretty happy.
Who's this to?
The whole ship. She's like, I was like, how do you do? Captain and
Finny's
crew
laying down.
of the illustrious Sea Wyvern.
Finny is just laying down somewhere with her hands over her eyes and just raises a thumb. she's alive. Yep. She already gets seasick, and now she's hungover.
So it's not great at all.
It's not great.
Good morning. And how's it going?
Good. We were wondering if you would have us too for your journey. We're willing to book passage, pay for it.
Where you heading?
Us being newlyweds, and Rowan currently, well, possibly wanted, we thought it'd be a good idea to leave the city. And why not with the people who are some of Sassarin's finest? Is how Kolta kind of like follows up what Rowan was going to say. She like finishes her sentence.
Kind of starts growling again, like that's kind of his deal.
200 platinum pieces.
Yeah, they look at each other, say, assuming each, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Up on board.
Cool. They need to pay it. Yeah, so they work out the arrangements and that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
I think if this is the last scene, I think we kind of see, because I put my god in my thing, and the effigy is like wind chimes. I put wind chimes on the deck, and I think we see as they walk on, I have this like sinister look on my face, as they kind of get on the ship, but like it's very fleeting, and I don't think anyone really like it. I don't think people like maybe don't notice it. Maybe if Bashko does or Vinny does, but yeah.
Bajko might see it, but he's kind of busy, like, scowling himself. It takes a lot of concentration.
The scowl off.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, so there's one last thing, too. Lavinia, before you guys leave, Lavinia comes down to see you all.
In order, visitors.
I think Finny, manages to like pull herself up, still hungover, still like shaking on her feet, and she goes to Lavinia. And if Lavinia allows it, I think like Finny tries to give her a hug or at least shake her hand.
Oh yeah, no, they totally
yeah.
hug. Yeah.
Yeah, she gives her a hug and just says, "We'll find your justice for you, I promise."
Safe sailing.
She looks back at Daquan and she's like, "I think he's ready to go." She's like pointing out the outfit and everything.
Yeah. Well,
I would have come down, like, just by the deck.
here. I have one more parting gift for you. And she like goes into her cloak and pulls out a scroll case for a map. In here is a map to Far Shore. Should after you find Vanthus, join me here, Far Shore. Celebrate.
Finny like takes the scroll case and like holds it to her chest and nods. I think we can do that.
Well, I have other business to do before I make my own passages, so I won't keep you any longer.
You sail safe as well.
So she'll hug she'll hug Finny, she'll hug Bashko, she'll hug Korik if Korik would allow it. But what about Daquan? What's it like between Lavinia and Daquan?
I think it was that like tense kind of relationship. I mean, yeah, like just because of who like Daquan is, and like, you know, he did like kind of fancy her. So he is like he's got that suave thing. I think like as she goes to do a handshake, he like grabs her like hand and like bends it over, like, you know, the noble way, and like tips his hat.
Oh.
And just goes, "It was a pleasure. Enjoy your new life."
To Captain Black.
And I like give her a little wink and I walk on the ship.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. And that's where we'll wrap up for today. Dope as hell. Good stuff.
Nice.
I love this game.
Yeah, that was fun. That was sweet.
Yeah.
It was a short and sweet episode today. So let's go ahead and do some outros and we'll get out of here. So, Katie.
Yeah. I'm Katie. You can find me on Twitter at KatieFace. I have a schedule up that probably change when things start on Off the Table. That's usually where you can find me. Tonight, Eric and I will be on the finale of Urban Shadows over on Off the Table. So if you want to see some prime Eric bullshit, come watch that because he's on it. Yeah, I think that's you can just see my schedule on Twitter. I do so much it takes forever to say. So yeah, that's it.
Cool. Yeah, and yeah, thank you for having me. I really do love this game. Thank you for having me, Eric. Super great as well. I love Daquan and all the other characters and players. It's super great. I'm doing a slew of stuff. My schedule hasn't changed this yet, but it will be changing around the end of this month. Yeah, be on the lookout for that. I'll be doing 15 games across the Twitch, so fun stuff.
You're an animal, Josh. That's some Grant level of games.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, you can catch me Twitch, to YouTube, all that good stuff. Pro Restarter. Thank you for having me once again.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh.
Awesome. I'm Kelsa. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsa, Twitch, and YouTube. It's Kelsa Delphi. In addition to this game, over on my own channel, we have on Thursday, well, every other Thursday. It used to be Almost Oregon, but we're taking a short break before we reset that since it's a playtest. And we're going to be playing some Polaris, which is really cool because I've never played that long form before. So we're going to play a couple of sessions of that, which will be really cool. And on Mondays, I'm over on AP Gaming Reels channel where we're playing Ken Cole, which is a very silly game about anime ship girls. So that's me, and that's where you can find me.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, Kelsa. Kelsa's awesome. Yeah. So, and last but not least, I'm Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris everywhere. My schedule is sort of still coming together for the new year. So just follow me on Twitter. Tell me about your games. Tell me about what games you have planned for this 2019. With that, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you all so much. We'll be back next Tuesday, and yeah, for more Savage Tide. Same Savage time, same Savage place. Good night, everybody.